Hi, this is Jen Grice from jengrice.com. I am an author and a Christian divorce mentor. I empower and encourage Christian women to survive their unwanted divorce and even thrive after. Today, we're going to talk about how an abuser is able to turn everyone against you and why they build their army and try to ruin your character or reputation after divorce. In the world of psychology and abuse recovery, we call this the smear campaign. It's where he's able to get everyone to think that you're the abuser, when in fact he's the one that is manipulating everyone to believe his lies. This often includes how he turns your own children, maybe your own family, his family, and the church against you. At the end of my own marriage, I was contacted by a couple members of an old church where we used to attend, where they had open gym for men's basketball. The people who knew me and knew me well and knew about the adultery that had gone on in my marriage contacted me and said that he was saying that I was controlling and that he needed to divorce me because he couldn't take it anymore. Obviously, that made me a bad wife and him the victim. He just forgot to mention that he also had a mistress at that time. I had no proof, so I disengaged from these people and from that church. I just was not going to play these manipulative games to try to get people on my side or even defend myself. He could have everybody on earth at that point. I didn't care. I just wasn't going to play these games anymore. And I was also going to hold on to Exodus 14:14, which says, God will defend you. You only need to be still. To this day, I am only friends with one person that still attends that church. And she knows the whole truth. She sees the dynamics because she's experienced similar psychological abuse herself. Only those who really know how abusers act and think, they think that they're the victims, can see the evil for what it really is. Those in the church who don't understand will either blame you, taking the abuser's side and thinking that he's right in what he says, or they'll see him as a sinner just in need of some loving grace. With your children, he will erode any respect that they should or would have for you as a loving mother. He'll use phrases like your mom is crazy, irrational, or worse, when kids come to him and say that, you had to discipline your child, and they will say, Mom took my toys away because I didn't pick them up. His response will always be, oh, Mom is so mean. How horrible. That's abusive. She shouldn't have done that. I would never do that to you. And he might even add, if he's the type that is seeking custody, he might even add, would you like to come with me? You can come live with me. You can run away and come with me. And I've seen it where a non-custodial father will keep repeating that over and over and over to the child, that you can come live with me, until they're convinced that that's the best place for them, without giving any respect to the parent who's doing the best to try to raise and discipline the child. And chances are he's only seeing dollar signs, not that he really wants to take care of the child full time. But he'll repeat it over and over. You can come live with me. Remember, I am not talking about all men, as there are bad parents of both genders. I wish my dad had fought harder for me from my abusive mother. But many stepmothers are willing to step in for an abusive husband, ex-husband, and take over the parenting just to prove something. I'm not sure what, but anyway, you get what I'm saying. I'm not talking about all. There's bad parents on both sides. I've seen, but what I will say, in the 70s, when I was growing up, dads rarely had equal rights. You can argue, I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I think, and I have seen in many cases, yes, I went to college and I have a degree and it's pretty equal for men and women in the family court nowadays. I've seen many women, including good mothers, lose custody of their children. I've seen good dads get the custody that they deserve. So back to my point. Abusers use whatever they can to turn anyone against you. That's because when they realize that they can no longer control you, they will try to control how others see you. That's what we call the smear campaign. They believe the ultimate reward for them would be to see you alone and miserable and have everybody hate you. Because in their mind, they think that would make them look good as a human being. They say, see, she's alone. I'm married or dating and all these women, and the problem was always her. Let him believe that he has won everybody and turned everybody against you, because here's the truth. We all have a character that shapes how we act and how we behave, and every person will reap what they sow in the end. And so if a person is reaping destruction, especially relationships with you or other people, he will reap what he reap his reward, whether good or bad. But an abuser is more worried about their reputation than their character. And if you have a good character, if you're a good person, man or woman, and you have a good character, that is who you are when nobody else is watching. What you think and what you believe and how you treat other people. Do you treat them as human beings with kindness and care and concern, or do you treat them like they're all just something to use and abuse, which that's what abusers and narcissists do? Then in the end, God will take care of all that. The people with good character will be the ones that reap the rewards of their good character. And those who have worried about their reputation and how others see them, they will reap the rewards of that as well. So your job during this time is just to get emotionally healthy and rebuild your life and live a happy, thriving life after abuse or divorce. So I hope that was helpful to you today. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And I am working on adding more videos now that I'm over 1,000 subscribers, and hope to see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.